Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to build an AI agent to auto-summarize EHR patient histories. So let's suppose I'm running a hospital or a clinic and I'm receiving my patient's EHR which I'm going to upload in my Google Drive. Now I want that whenever I upload a new file, the summary should be automatically generated with the help of the AI agent. Here I'm going to use my AI agent as OpenAI, and then the details should be automatically added to my Google Sheet spreadsheet for the easy analysis. Now doing this manually will consume a lot of time, so I'm completely going to automate this process, and to do this automation I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between Google Drive, OpenAI and Google Sheets. With the help of Pabbly Connect, I am going to build this connection in such a way that whenever I am going to upload a new file in my Google Drive, the summary will be automatically generated with the help of OpenAI, and then these details will be automatically added in my Google Sheet spreadsheet. Now, if you want to learn the step-by-step process, then let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn how to build an AI agent to auto-summarize EHR patients' history. For this, I have created an automation workflow where I have built connection between Google Drive, OpenAI and Google Sheets. And now we are going to check this automation workflow once whether it is working fine. And now I'm going to show you how it works. So here, this is my Google Drive and I have uploaded this EHR for new user. Now this is the EHR, this is the complete EHR, and I wanted to generate the summary for this. So for that, I have used OpenAI, and with the help of OpenAI or my AI agent, I have summarized this complete EHR. This was the name. The name was new user, the age was 35, summaries patient presence with fatigue and difficulty concentrating with no significant weight loss or chest pain, no other major chronic condition noted. Then we have received the timestamp. So this is how this automation workflow is going to run. And now to learn how to create this, let's start creating this from the beginning. In this video, we are going to learn how to use an AI agent to auto-summarize EHR patient histories. For this, I'm going to create automation workflow between Google Drive, OpenAI and Google Sheets with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com/connect in your browser. Now after browsing this website, we need to sign in to a Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on the sign in, and if you are a new user, click on the sign up for free. As I'm an existing user, I'll click on the sign in. And here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. I'm going to click on this Pabbly Connect Access Now. And it has taken me towards this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders which I have created over here. Now, if you want to create a new folder, simply click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow button. And first I need to provide the workflow name, and then I have to select the folder in which I want to save that workflow. So let's name this workflow as how to build an AI agent to auto summarize EHR patient histories. And now I need to select my folder. So these are the folders which have been created, and here I am going to select this as AI agent and then click on create. Here workflow created successfully. As soon as I clicked on create, two boxes have appeared in front of me. One is trigger, other is action. So trigger says when this happens, and action says do this. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger step in a workflow, but as many as action steps as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to build an AI agent to auto-summarize EHR patient histories, which means whenever there will be new upload, a new file will be uploaded in my Google Drive, it will be automatically summarized and the details will be automatically added in my Google Sheet spreadsheet. Like over here, the example which we have seen. So here trigger says when this happens. So when there is a new file uploaded in my Google Drive and an action says do this, then summarize that file and then add that to my Google Sheet spreadsheet. So here in my trigger application, I will be taking Google Drive, and then in my action application, I will be taking OpenAI and then Google Sheets. So here in my trigger application, let's quickly take Google Drive. And then in my trigger event, I'm going to take this new file in a specific folder because I will be uploading a file or my EHR document in this Google Drive folder. So that's why new file in a specific folder, and then click on connect. If you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection, and then to make this connection, we have to sign in with Google. Over here, we need to choose the account in which we have logged in a Google Drive. And after choosing our account, we simply need to click on this allow. And here authorization successful, which means Google Drive is connected with Pabbly Connect, and now I have to enter the folder or the subfolder. Now over here in this drop down, I can find all the folders which I have. The name of my folder is EHR. So I am going to search for my folder and then I'm going to enter that. Now before I click on the save and send test request, if I open my Google Drive, I can see I do not have any file over here. So I've already downloaded a file which I'm going to upload over here. So I'm simply going to drag and drop this and you will see that this demo user will be uploaded. I'm going to open this. So here is the patient ID, the name is demo user, date of birth, age, gender is male, email address is demo.user@example.com, and then we have the rest of the details. So now that I have uploaded this file, I have to follow a very important step. I have to go towards the three dots, click on the share, and then I have to grant away the journal access to anyone with the link. Why? Because whenever my AI agent is going to check for the file, it has to have some access so that it can view it. If we do not provide the general access, the data will not be processed further and the summary will not be generated. So we have to grant away this general access so that this file can be opened. And after selecting anyone with a link, we simply have to click on this done. So here the access has been updated and here we have uploaded this file, and now we can go back to the workflow, and now I'm going to click on the save and send test request and we are going to receive the response. Here I have received the response, and now what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on this web content link. I'm going to copy this web content link, paste that in a new tab, and let's see whether this is the same file which we have uploaded in the Google Drive or not. And it has been downloaded. I'm going to open this and this is the exactly same file which we have uploaded. Now here, as you can see that Google Drive is a polling based application, which means Pabbly Connect will check for the response in 10 minutes and not instantly. So whenever I'm going to upload a file, Pabbly Connect will check for the response in 10 minutes and not instantly. I can also set my trigger timing by clicking on the three dots, go toward the set trigger time, and from this drop down you can select your trigger time. Here, as we have received the response, we can set the connection setup that we have created between Pabbly Connect and Google Drive, that is successful. And now whenever there will be new file uploaded in my Google Drive, I will start capturing that response here in this workflow. Now moving on to the next step, whenever I'm going to upload a new file, I want to summarize that. And for that, we are going to use the AI agent in the action application. And here in this workflow, I'm going to use it as OpenAI. So I'm going to select my action application as that. And then in my action event, I'm going to select this as extract content from PDF and then click on connect. If you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection. And now to make this connection, we have to enter the token. Following the help desk given below, I'm going to enter this token and I'm going to click on the hyperlink, and it has taken me towards this API keys page. Now to create a new API key, I simply need to click on this create new secret key. First, I have to name this key. So let's say the name is test, the project will be default project and the permissions will be all, and then you simply need to click on this create secret key. A new API token will be provided to you, which you need to copy and paste that over here. Here, as I have already an existing connection, I have created this connection multiple times. That's why I'm going to go with this existing connection and then go with save. Here OpenAI is connected with Pabbly Connect, and now I have to enter these details. So from this drop down, I'm going to select my AI model first. I'm going to select this as GPT-4o mini. And next I need to enter this image or the PDF URL. So I'm not going to enter this manually. Instead, I'm going to use a method called mapping, which means I'm going to enter the data from the previous response. Now here I have received the response from Google Drive, and when I click on this field, I can see this Google Drive. And when I click on this, I can see all the response which I have received from there. Here I need to enter this web content link in my image of the PDF URL. So we have to keep in mind that we have entered this web content link from the previous response. Now I'm going to enter the prompt. So I'm going to give the summary of this EHR file. And then I'm going to enter this structured output. Now I need to enter this structured output. So with the help of the structured output, I'm going to receive the response in JSON format. As I want to get the response in this JSON format, I want the name, age, summary and the timestamps. And to get this, I'm going to open my OpenAI, and on the top where you can see all these options, I'm going to go towards this docs, and on the left hand side where you can see all these options, we have to click on the structured outputs. It is written over here, try it out in the playground or generate ready to use schema definition to experiment with structured outputs. I have this button to generate this JSON schema, so I'm going to click on this, and in this button it's written describe how you want the model to respond and we'll generate a JSON schema. So here to get this JSON response, I have to generate a JSON schema, and I'm going to enter that in my structured output field. So I have to enter that in a particular format, and I'm going to enter all the fields which I require. So the fields which I require is name, age, summary and timestamps. So I'm going to do the same. I'm going to write name first, and then I'm going to write type of text because name is a type of text, and then I'm going to write give the name of the patient. Then I'm going to write age, and then type of number, give the age of the patient, and then the next one was summary, type of text, give the summary of the EHR, and the last one was timestamps, type of text again, give the summary, give the timestamps. So we have to enter all the fields which we require, the response for which we require in this format itself, and then we simply need to click on this create, and you will see a JSON schema will be generated and provided to us, which we need to completely copy. And here we have received the response. Here we can see all the fields, name, age, summary, timestamps. I'm going to copy this entirely, and I'm simply going to paste that over here in the structured output field. I've entered the image URL, the prompt and the structured output, and now I'm simply going to click on the save and send test request, and you will see that we are going to receive the response. So here we have received the response. The name was demo user, age was 35. Then we have received the summary, the patient presented with fatigue and difficulty concentrating for the past month. Follow up in 2 weeks for the result, advised lifestyle modification including better sleep and hygiene. Then the date of the visit is the timestamps. Now I'm going to add this to my Google Sheet spreadsheet. For that I'm going to click on this add action step button, and then in my action application I'm going to search for Google Sheets. And then in my action event, I'm going to select this as add new row and then click on connect. If you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection and then click on the sign in with Google. You have to choose an account in which you have logged in your Google Sheets, and then you have to grant away the permissions. Your data is completely saved with Pabbly Connect, so you can do that. Now here I've already created a connection multiple times, so I'm going to go with this existing connection and then go with save. Here Google Sheets is connected with Pabbly Connect, and now I have to first select my spreadsheet. Now the name of the spreadsheet is patient details. As you can see, the name of my spreadsheet is patient details. So I have selected that. The sheet is automatically selected, and I'm going to enter all these details which I have received in my OpenAI. So I'm going to map all these details. Over here, mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in this field. Manually entering the data will make this field static, and the information will not change even if you have received the new response. I am going to enter the name as demo user, the age is 35. The summary is the patient presented with fatigue, and the timestamps was date of visit. I'm simply going to click on the save and send test request, and we are going to receive the response. I'm going to open my Google Sheets, and here I have received this response. The name is demo user, age is this, summary is the same, and the timestamps is this. Now to summarize, with the Google Drive as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect, we selected the folder and received the file response here. Then we made connection with OpenAI. We entered the web content link response which we have received, and then we entered the prompt and the structured output so as to get the response in JSON format. And then we mapped all the details in my Google Sheet spreadsheet. So this is how this automation workflow is going to run. And here we have successfully created automation between Google Drive, OpenAI and Google Sheets with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.